Hello and welcome to Platform Choose, where I talk to funny people about what they would do if they ruled the world. I'm here with Leanne Velednitsky, and what is your vision for a world under your control?
I get that question a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know what I'd like?
What?
Is if this time, when you hear the question, that if you could answer it, then people might not ask you the question anymore.
That's so funny. So my campaign, very exciting, exciting. It's going to be kind of for the people, but also for me. So what I'm looking for in a world is a world where everyone has to take theater class.
Like just sort of a mandate, just like now everyone
Absolutely.
has to have health insurance because of Barack Obama.
Right.
Everyone has to go to school because of Herbert Hoover probably.
He was like, do it.
He was like, do
Go.
it. What exactly is the improvement that will happen from everyone having to take theater class?
You yourself, you've taken a class or two.
Certainly.
So this guy, huh?
She knows an actor when she sees one.
Spot him a mile away, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you see other things from a mile away, or is it just like you get like a blip, 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 like, oh, this person took theater classes?
So here's the thing. When you take a theater class, you'll learn that there's different kinds of gaze when you're in an audition room, right? So there's looking at the box around the head. There's the far-off gaze when you're talking out to an audience. And there's more of the direct eye contact with the member, right, of the right there. Here we are. That allows me to see everything.
What would you say to 1960s homosexuals?
I don't just say, I give.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would you give to 1960s homosexuals who claim they have a patent on the term far-out gaze, and that for you to say that means, oh, that's where I can see really far, is maybe sort of encroaching on their territory, not staying in your lane?
I feel that there's like a lack of communication.
Certainly.
Between me and the 1960s. And I don't feel comfortable giving an answer.
Certainly.
Without face-to-face.
And this is something that many politicians do not have the courage to do, which is to admit when something is out of their purview, when they need to do more research.
I feel like one of those horses.
Which one of those horses?
With the blinders.
Oh, with the blinders.
You've seen a horse?
I've seen a horse, but I will admit that I have never seen horses with blinders. Are you implying that they are everywhere?
Yes.
You see horses with blinders everywhere that you go.
New York City.
Oh, good point.
What I say to those horses is, let's give them hands.
You want to give horses hands?
Yes. That way they can take off and put on, like sunglasses.
And these would be to replace their hooves?
No, extra.
Extra on top of that.
Don't you ever wish you had some extra hands? That's a phrase.
Don't you ever wish you had some extra hands? Yeah, that's like emblazoned at the top of your website.
It was from a mime workshop.
You learned this philosophy from a mime workshop?
I mean, you don't learn anything in a mime workshop.
Oh, man. Rapier Wit.
What?
Rapier Wit?
What?
So, when people are clever, sometimes they are described as having a rapier wit. Like a rapier, I think that's like a sword fighting term.
It is sword fighting.
Yes.
I've taken sword fighting.
I don't mean to speak down to Leanne. We know that you've taken theater class, and this just goes to show, how much better the world will be if everyone takes theater class. For a moment there, you were acting as if you did not know what I meant by rapier wit.
When we act,
yes,
we learn.
True. And what happens when we learn?
We grow.
We act, we learn, we grow.
We vote for me.
Listening and learning are both direct results of the mandatory government programs that taught me how to do both of those things.
Government works.
A really big deal. Another slogan. Leanne, have you considered that people may be
modeling? I have.
Have you?
I have.
I noticed that on your website, you've you had your personal website set up for modeling, and then you kind of scrunched it into the corner, so you kind of still have one foot in the modeling.
Just for the agents.
Right. We know. Oh, don't even get me started on the agents.
I don't want to get you started, but I want to talk about it.
Okay, listen.
No, let's shut up. Act, learn, grow, vote.
Yeah. Act, learn, grow, vote.
ALGV.
Is that a different strategy from GOTV? Get out the vote.
I'm saying mine's better.
Point? Oh, really?
Yeah.
And,
because I thought of it through
viewpoints. Oh, and this is really where we want to dig down into the nitty-gritty of specific elements of acting. Yes.
Sorry, repetition.
Right.
Right.
Nice one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anytime.
Repartee.
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 Riposte.
Appetite.
Asymptote.
I'm a monkey.
What?
And scene.
So are we saying that was Meisner? Meisner? Maybe?
Meisner would say...
What would he say? And please speak on behalf of Meisner.
Absolutely. Meisner would say good, but also more.
So this is an issue with sort of trying to learn acting from afar, is that the experience that I just had connecting with Leanne is so different from that which is going to appear on the screen later on. Some people may try to get out of, the in-person experience by taking, say, Samuel L. Jackson's master class on video.
They wish.
They wish. How will you handle the epidemic, really, of master classes substituting for the actual human experience of going to a room that's rented out of a building that's mostly apartments, but then you take an elevator up. It's one of those old elevators where, like, you see the wall moving up behind you, the gate opens, there is a man who has to turn a crank to get to the other side, you walk in, there's various hallways, there's a Rotary Club, and then you get to the end of the hallway, open the door, there's your acting class. How will people go on without those experiences?
You have to do a mandatory 1.5 years of acting training. That extra half a year for you to think.
Right. So let's say you go to the cast list and, you're a second semester senior in your BFA program.
Right.
And you see that...
Margaret has gotten the role of Annie.
That's right. And I am just orphan 3. And what would the reasonable response be? Throwing a fit, trying to have a meeting with the director.
Maybe throwing her down a pair of stairs.
Right, just two.
2 stairs.
Because you want to stay reasonable. You throw her down a flight of stairs, she gets really hurt. 2 stairs.
She gets a warning.
That's right. And so she knows how to voluntarily withdraw and then say, sort of like when a Supreme Court justice gets off the court and can recommend their follow-up, She says, I can't do this part, but man, Leanne is the person.
Nail it.
Do you look down upon the term character actress to describe someone who can transform into all of these different
I welcome it.
You welcome it.
Because...
What is acting but characters? A good motto, mantra, a way of life can not just clear the mind in sort of a metaphorical way, but it also can, like, physically clean your body. Isn't that true?
I am wet.
Let's leave it right there. We're going to take that and we're going to put it right here, and it's going to stay in that spot permanently. So you do transform into a lot of different characters. Now,
Absolutely.
If you would indulge us, Leanne, we would be honored. I can't imagine that you would have any costume pieces or anything just on your person. So forget it. I'm not even going to consider asking you to bring out some transformation.
You know what? I don't have anything for me.
All right.
But boy, oh boy, do I have learning opportunities for you.
The audience?
No, you.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Chandler.
Hold on to your pockets.
I'm so excited because I'm going to go to the High School of Performing Arts.
Now, you're a little princess.
Oh, my.
And you've been stuck inside of a cupboard for 13 years.
Oh, no.
But here you are, first day on the town. Where do you go?
Okay, I have to go where I remember things. Radio Shack. Let's go to Radio Shack.
No.
No?
No.
Blockbuster Video. I always found comfort there as a princess.
Oh, no. Princess, listen. Radio Shack and Blockbuster, 2 of your greatest friends.
Please don't tell me the words that I am anticipating that you will say now.
Have died!
No!
Do you want to cry?
I do want to cry.
Cry. Very good. Very good.
And scene.
Very good.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
How do you feel, huh?
What do you mean? We're about to do characters, right? Thank you so much to Leanne Velednitsky. When are you slated to be president? 2048?
2049.
2049. Okay, so
Going
brace
for the
yourselves.
odds.
Yeah, no.
May the odds
be ever in your favor.
Whatever. Your mother.
Act, learn, grow, vote.
Act, learn, grow, vote.